The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Concord, California, the Queen, Sonya.
Byron, are you at all surprised by the intensity level inside this arena right now?
Not in the least bit, Michael. This is the one the WWE Universe has been looking forward to for quite some time.
And representing the family from Oakland, California, weighing in at 245 pounds.
Guys, this match is sure to not disappoint, especially considering who's involved here tonight.
You're absolutely...
And here comes the man. Look at the look on the face of the Irish lass kicker.
And from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
I'm kind of tired of hearing the man this and the man that. After a while, the time for talk has to be over, and the time for action has to start. It seems like Becky Lynch would rather take the time for social media.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Becky Lynch or yourself, Corey? Yes, Becky is known to run her mouth and her typing fingers, but no one can honestly deny that she always brings her A game when it's time to fight.
Became the first women's double champion when she beat Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania.
But every once in a while, that much confidence can be detrimental, especially when you're a target. Everyone wants to make a name off of the man.
Welcome to Balor Club. SmackDown Live's new GM has put Red in a situation like we've never seen before. She and her partner must win this match to earn home field advantage for a best-of-5 series between Red's team and Becky Lynch's Savages with the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line.
I am still shocked that Brooklyn Von Braun is the new GM, so I can't imagine how Red and Trey must feel. They've been rivals with Brooklyn since they were teenagers.
Brooklyn Von Braun is an accomplished professional. I'd be very surprised if she let an age-old high school grudge get in the way of her job as general manager.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Oh, on the apron! She's gaining momentum here, guys. She's efficient and dangerous with her offense thus far.
Bringing it back into the ring. Look at this. Boom. Nice. Becky Lynch may be starting to fade here.
Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Hooked them up.
Belly to back suplex. When the bell rings, the last kicker from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch is going full force at her opponent.
For the record, Cole, I don't need to be down with the straight fire to recognize that Becky Lynch is always happy to throw down when a superstar gets in her way.
Corey, it's straight fire!
The old European uppercut. Tagged in.
Guys, we're talking about Becky Lynch bringing the fight to an adversary. We are talking about the energy, resilience, and the spirit of a woman who will not be denied. That is why Becky is known for bringing that straight fire.
Byron, that almost resembled something actually insightful. I'll give Becky Lynch her props, but she needs to remember, if she's too aggressive, that straight fire can be extinguished.
That was okay. Keep working on it.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
And there's the tag, Becky Lynch into the ring. Float over, into it.
Hooked him up.
And a suplex. Finn Balor has competed around the world under several names, but why he chose his moniker in WWE speaks to who he is the most, Corey.
That's right. Ripped out of the pages of Irish mythology, Finn McCool is a hero who battled the evil one-eyed Demon King known as Balor. It's a story Finn always uses as a source of power.
Planned there.
Whoa, it's another reversal. Oh, here we go.
Reverse DDT.
She's starting to look concerned.
Guys, there's more to Finn Balor's name than what Corey brought up. Finn's name is also a tribute to his dad, Finn, who taught his son what it meant to have tireless work ethic.
Certainly paying tribute to your father and Demon Slayers is more fitting for Finn these days than, say, being called a prince or something.
Thrust right to the throat.
The man can't breathe, the man can't fight. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
Narrowly avoiding trouble.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
And now that one's countered.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Balor looking on his game right now.
And finds a counter. Very competitive tag team match. And here we go.
Is it enough to secure the victory? Things do not look good for Finn Balor. Becky Lynch.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Kick right on point. The features clean off your face.
Things have gotten worse for Becky Lynch. She could be out of this match.
I'm not used to seeing this.
Oh, it's coming.
Standing Spanish for the pin and the win. Yes. Lariat.
This makes tags all over. What a victory.
Here are your winners.
And she picks up the win. When you bring such a high level of intensity to the match, good things are bound to happen to you.
Wow. Just wow. I'm speechless. What an amazing match.
All residents of New Day City, don't you dare be sour. Clap for your best of 5 series hosts and feel the power.
Welcome to a very special New Day themed event where Red's SmackDown Live Women's Championship is on the line in a best of 5 series.
This looks like an arena that was designed by a 4-year-old who's been eating too much paste. Stay classy, New Day.
It's different, but I kind of like it.
I have no doubt that you do.
Welcome everyone to the best of 5 series for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
Where our team, as you might have noticed, has home field advantage.
Do you like what we've done with the place?
Ooh, look at the tall fescue ramp. It's amazing.
This is the best looking setup for a show since they used to bring Mr. McMahon's home to the In Your House events.
Wait, what did you just say?
Yeah, you know how they used Mr. McMahon's home as the old In Your House entrance? My uncle knew a security guard, who knew a janitor, who knew a concession stand worker, who worked at one of the arenas, and he told him that it was Vince's actual house.
We need to have a talk later.
Guys, we could continue to dilly-dally, or we could get things started with the first match.
I'm normally a strong proponent of dillying and dallying, but I think we should get to some action.
In that case, let's kick things off with our first contest of the evening. You're up, Kofi.
We're going to get the best-of-5 series started with Kofi Kingston taking on the bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
I doubt Pete Dunne or any of Becky Lynch's savages have ever competed in an arena like this before.
Yeah, only in their worst nightmares. This place looks like New Day's storage unit threw up. And if I have to stare at these bright colors all night long, I might too.
This match is huge in the sense that whoever wins will give their team an important 1-0 advantage in the best-of-5 series.
Yeah, these series are all about establishing momentum. You want to put pressure on the other team and make them feel like their backs are up against the wall.
You both might be putting a little too much significance into this. It's just the first match. If a team takes a 2-0 lead, then we'll talk.
Not again.
One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
Here comes the controlled frenzy of Kofi Kingston.
From the top.
Oh, an elbow drop! Oh, it's a piercing elbow. Lightning fast reflexes.
Pendulum backbreaker.
Tick-tock. Look, I'm unbiased. Kofi Kingston is one of the most popular superstars in WWE. I think I'll lose a little bit of my hearing every time the WWE Universe chants for Kofi, especially if it's how much New Day rocks. Look out, here we go. All the way from the top rope.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Yeah, but he's not breathing heavy yet. He's on the ropes again. Oh, look out. Ooh, no luck gets done there. Too quick.
With a 180, Kofi Kingston, the reversal.
What technical prowess from Kofi Kingston.
DDT!
It's going to be interesting who comes up on top early on in this contest.
Suplex.
Oh my gosh!
This is one of the most impressive air attacks I've ever seen.
You want to talk about the future of the UK sports entertainment scene? Then look no further than Pete Dunne. The very picture of what British strong style is all about. Unforgiving, in your face, nasty. I get goosebumps just thinking about Pete Dunne in the ring, and now we get to call his match live. Textbook jumping clothesline. Oof. Ooh, no luck against Dunne there. Too quick. What a hurt, hurrah.
Momentum, the big M, the key word. It can switch and change at any time.
And that can be all.
And he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, he kicked out.
What a match.
Too quick to catch him there.
And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Oh, right to the throat. A striking blow.
Hooked him. And it's Pete Dunne answering back.
Producing a trampling. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
With a 180, Kofi Kingston, the reversal.
Here it comes.
Uh-oh. Move drop.
I love that move.
Elbow smash. He's one step ahead there.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Boom, what impact. The Kimura. The Kimura. Is it fully locked in? Fighting for survival. Whoa, he gets out of it.
He's at another look.
Dunne hooks him up. Boom! Sit out powerbomb.
Kofi Kingston starting to slip a bit.
Yeah, he needs to make an adjustment here.
Can he take advantage of this?
Is it enough here?
Calls the pin off with a rope break. Shoulders down. And he got a near fall out of it.
I don't know where he's finding the strength to stay in this one.
This is going to be big, one way or the other. From the top. And he misses big time right there.
This is some great offense by Kofi Kingston.
Set up for the leg sweep.
Nicely done.
Scaling the turnbuckle, Kofi. Whoa! Elbow drop.
Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
The Bruiserweight refuses to give up.
With a 180, Kofi Kingston, the reversal.
And it's Pete Dunne answering back.
No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here.
German suplex.
Woo. Look at this.
Oh, just done. Gouging the eyes.
Ruthless. Oh, and a stomp right to the back of the neck.
Hard right hand. What are we going to see here? Uh-oh. Spiking DDT.
Escapes in a nick of time. I don't know what he has planned out here, but he must be mindful of the referee's count.
Leg sweep.
Nicely done.
Here it comes.
Uh-oh. And he's going after the torso again.
Well, it doesn't take a genius to realize you should attack the injured area.
No luck against Dunne there.
Too quick. Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Perched up.
Amazing reflexes on.
Oh, Mr. Dunne's opponent is about to meet.
Come on, Kofi, let's go, man.
Did you hear that thud? God.
This is amazing.
Turning it around, it's Kofi Kingston with the reversal.
DDT!
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top.
Here we go.
Diving leg drop. He goes for the cover. Kofi Kingston with an epic victory.
Here is your winner, Kofi Kingston!
Enormous victory right.
I'll do my best to help defend the SmackDown Live Women's Championship against Sheamus, which is something I never thought I'd say.
It's a strange situation that Brooklyn put us in, but I appreciate the help. At least we're already up 1-0, so we have the advantage.
That's right. Undefeated in our house. Whose house?
Our house?
Come on, whose house?
Our house!
Whose house?
Our house!
There, much better.
You couldn't just leave Trey and I alone and let us have our success in WWE, could you?
Do you really want to do this now? Because if I were you, I'd be doing everything in my power to try to hold on to my championship.
That's kind of out of my hands at this point, thanks to you and this ridiculous series.
You see ridiculous, but I see innovative. I've broken the mold with everything I've done in my life, so don't expect that to stop now that I'm GM of SmackDown Live. That's right, I said SmackDown. Happy?
Oh, WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning...
An impressive resume. As match 2 of the series gets underway, I don't want to lose perspective on just how unique this situation is. We have Big E and Sheamus essentially competing over the SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
This is groundbreaking content from our new general manager, Brooklyn Von Braun. And honestly, I'm all for anything that breaks the mold.
I think I'm going to have to wait and see how the series plays out before I weigh in, but my initial reaction is this isn't exactly fair for the champion, Red.
It's not about being fair, Byron. It's about entertaining the WWE Universe, and that's exactly what this accomplishes.
Big E goes for the big ending.
Sheamus counters.
Brogue kick. This could be it.
Sheamus gets the win, and more importantly, the series is now tied up at a win each.
Going down 2-0 would have been a disaster for Becky Lynch and her Savages, but now it's a whole new series.
You didn't hear this from me, but Red's getting a little nervous now that the series is tied up.
No, she doesn't need to worry, because after my match against Finn, we'll be 1 win away from taking the series. Then Red can defend her title versus Becky in the ring. You know, how it's usually done.
That's good. Hey, this might be a little late, but I had an idea for our team name. The New Trey. New Trey Rocks. New Trey Rocks. New Trey Rocks. What do you think?
I think I heard my music. Gotta run.
Oh, WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power!
With the series now tied up at 1 victory each, this match is pivotal in giving one team a 2-1 lead and putting them a win away from taking both the series and the SmackDown Live Women's Championship.
I think this is where we start to see the experience and cohesiveness of Becky Lynch's Savages take over. Even though these are singles matches, Red and Trey barely know the New Day. And if things start to go south, they could all fall apart.
I have to agree with Corey. We know Red and Trey are tight, and certainly the New Day have been teaming for a very long time, but I question the kind of bond the 5 of them have been able to create in just a few weeks.
Xavier Woods going for it. And here's Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods dictating this match, unfortunately.
This is what he feeds off of.
And here's Finn Balor.
Over the last few years, Xavier Woods has become a legitimate pop culture phenomenon. From Booty-O's to ice cream to hosting WrestleMania, he's done it all. Oh, a neck breaker.
Things not looking great for Finn Balor.
He planned for this and could still rally.
Double axe handle, the better part of Balor.
To the outside, which will start the referee's count.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
Finn Balor lands hard.
Finn might be hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he might have tweaked his knee.
Wait a minute. What's Pete Dunne doing out here?
Well, maybe he wants to check on his teammate.
That's why he's here.
And Finn Balor suddenly recovers. He's going to the top. Coup de grace. It's all over. Was Finn Balor ever really hurt, or was this just a setup by Becky Lynch and her Savages?
This is unbelievable. The entire series just turned on that interference.
Hey, what was I saying earlier about team cohesiveness? That's exactly how it pays off. And now Becky Lynch has the opportunity to beat Red and win it all.
You should have been in a position to win the series against Becky Lynch. Sorry I let you down.
You didn't. All that matters is we're still alive. Now I just need to beat Becky to even up the series, and then it's up to Trey to close it out.
You got this. Then after that, well, you got this.
You've got a lot of nerve showing up in our locker room.
I'll go wherever the hell I want, especially since I'm about to be the new SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
I guarantee I'm gonna beat you and tie the series up.
Okay, then what? Because even if you somehow manage that, then your friend Trey's going against my friend Drew in the final match. And we all know my friend's just a little bit tougher than yours. So like I said, one way or another, that championship's coming back where it belongs.
If you're so confident, how about we get things started right now?
Nah, I need to go warm up first. Don't want to pull a muscle slapping your head off.
Here comes the man! Look at the look on the face of the Irish. We spoke earlier about a team's back being up against the wall, and that's certainly the case for Red as she faces Becky Lynch down 2-1 with the series and her championship on the line.
That's what I was saying about this series being unfair for Red. She can defeat Becky Lynch, but still lose her title if Trey were to go down in the final match.
Or Becky Lynch can beat Red right now, making this whole discussion pointless. I suggest we see what happens before anyone starts a protest. Attacking the arm.
Great way to break down your opponent. She is just too quick.
Got out of the way in a hurry.
Well measured.
Kick right to the midsection. Boom. She's dazed in the corner there.
Enziguri! Becky Lynch is credited as one of the superstars who ushered in the women's revolution. No match in WWE history showed where that movement was going, like the women's triple threat match at WrestleMania 32. Becky Lynch clashed with the Boss, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte for the women's championship.
Looking defenseless right now.
She's got to get back in the ring, Michael.
Back now inside the ring. The women's triple threat match at WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas was one of the most anticipated matches on the card. Becky Lynch went on a tear in the months leading up to WrestleMania and would not be ignored as a top contender for the women's title.
If you want to know just how anticipated the women's triple threat match was at WrestleMania 32, just look at the photo of the three women that went across AT&T Stadium. Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte changed the game that night.
Becky Lynch makes the cover. Oh, man, they don't even seem hurt after that.
It's going to take more than that.
Boom! Did you hear the impact? Oh, European uppercut. Oh, it could be nap time. She works her way out of the hold.
And I don't know how. That was locked in pretty good.
Oh, wow. Kick right on point. Uh-oh. Phoenix splash! I have the best job in the world. I get to sit here and call action of the greatest athletes on the planet today.
Running Hurricane Rana. Oh, this could be something.
Standing Spanish fly. Are you?
This might be it. Oh, man, I thought Becky Lynch was done there. Close one. I want to take a moment to thank all of you for tuning in to one of the greatest women's matchups I've ever seen.
Down with a power bomb.
Nothing's going to stop her now.
The momentum is clearly turned to her favor. Well scouted.
Power bomb! Things have gotten worse for Becky Lynch.
She's tough, but maybe not tough enough to get the win here.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch.
Don't know if it's going to work, but Becky is playing mind games now.
Oh, nice. Scoop slam.
Now it's Becky Lynch making her pay.
She scores big with the counter. Uh-oh. Phoenix splash! Cover. Is it enough? 1, 2.
Well, that was a close call. She kicked out there, but I don't know how much more she can take.
Finds a way to reverse. Oh, running Hurricane Rana.
She wants it one more time.
Back to the torso here. Cover here. 1, 2, 3.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
Here is your winner,
I'm not trying to make you nervous or anything, but it's all come down to this. Match 5 against Drew McIntyre for the championship I've held for a record-setting 2.5 years.
Well, when you put it that way, there's definitely no pressure.
Sorry, it's just hard not having control over what happens, but I know you can do this. Just treat it like any other regular match.
Sure. I mean, that might be a little difficult with the giant stack of pancakes and grass-covered ramp, but I'll try my best.
That's all I can ask.
I wanted to let you know the guys and I got together and decided that if you pull off the series win, we'll consider calling our team the New Trey like you suggested.
Really? That's awesome!
Sure, I mean, we probably won't team up that often or ever again after this, but still, the offer stands.
Oh, well, thanks.
Go get him, champ!
Are you happy? There's a chance I could lose my title without ever being pinned.
If it makes you feel any better, Becky Lynch promised me that no one from her side will get involved in the final match.
Oh, she promised you. Then I'm sure we have nothing to worry about.
Where do they keep the popcorn around here? I don't normally put trash food in my body, but I think watching your team let you down is worth an exception.